The fourth form of organization is cooperative societies. Now, what are cooperative society? It is a voluntary association of members who get together with the motive of mutual welfare of the members, right? Now, a minimum of 10 adult members are required to form a cooperative society, and it is governed by the provisions of Cooperative Societies Act 1912, and it is required to be compulsorily registered under Cooperative Societies Act 1912. In a layman's language, I'll tell you what it is all about, what a cooperative society is all about. Let us say if there are 10 people, right? In Delhi University, this is the best example of forming a cooperative. What happened was that stationery is required for students, right? Stationery is required, you need to buy registers, you need to buy pens, right? So, वहाँ पे DU Corp करके है, fine. Now, what is it is the students, okay, Delhi University students only, this is I'm talking about our times. They had formed a cooperative society wherein they would buy the stationery directly from the manufacturers. They would buy the stationery directly from the wholesale market, I would say. Basically, the retailers were eliminated from the chain, right? If they buy it directly from the wholesalers, and the profit margin, they would keep only of a rupee or two, right? So, as a result, the students of the university, they were able to get the stationery at a price which was much lower than the market price of the register or the market price of a pen. So basically more than 10 people, they get together, they pool in their money, and they buy the product directly. They buy the product directly from the manufacturers, right? They buy the product directly from the manufacturers. As a result, they are able to acquire the product at a much cheaper price. Right? The main motive of the cooperative societies is social welfare, right? That is to eliminate any kind of middlemen. Right? What are the features of cooperative society? First of all, it is a voluntary association. Anyone can become a member of the cooperative society who has attained the age of 18 and is interested to work towards mutual welfare of the members, right? They can pool in their resources and can become the member of a cooperative society. Secondly, it has a separate legal entity. Children, whenever any organization is compulsorily required to be registered under any act, okay, it will have a separate legal entity. Till now we were talking of partnership, we were talking of sole proprietor and joint Hindu family. I said they were they were separate accounting entity, but legally, that is in the eyes of law, they are one. But if you are registered under any particular act, you become a separate legal entity, that is a person separate from business, right? And if any organization having a separate legal entity, the liability of members of that organization is going to be limited to the extent of the capital contributed by them. If I have put in only 10,000 rupees in an organization, right, which is registered under a special act, right, then in the event of loss, I will only have to lose my 10,000 rupees. That's it. My personal assets will never be involved in paying off the business liabilities in case the organization is registered. So, separate legal entity, limited liability, right? Then comes control. There is a democratic control in the organization. There is in cooperative societies, there is a democratic control in the organization wherein every single member will have one vote. Right? Every member will have one vote irrespective of the amount of the capital that you've contributed in the society. Whether you've contributed 10,000 rupees or you've contributed 10 crore rupees, each member is going to have one vote. So the principle of one man, one vote is applicable in case of cooperative societies. Generally, it is asked in the question paper also, name the principle which is applicable in case of cooperative society. So it is one man, one vote. Then the main motive of cooperative society is to serve the society at large and the members of the cooperative society, so that you are able to provide them with the goods and services at the lowest possible cost by eliminating the middlemen. Next is distribution of surplus. If at all, otherwise the unka main motive though is to serve the society, but if at all there is a kind of surplus which is left over, that is to be distributed amongst the members in form of dividend or bonus can also be given. Now coming to merits, ease of formation. It is very easy to form. A minimum of 10 adult members are required to form a cooperative society, and it is to be registered under law. It is to be registered under Cooperative Societies Act 1912. There is democratic management, as I told you under this point, right? There is a democratic management. All the issues, right, are decided upon in a very democratic manner, wherein every member is given a chance to vote. Every member casts his vote, and then finally the decision is arrived at. Every member has a single vote, one man, one vote, irrespective of the amount of capital that has been contributed by the members. Limited liability, this acts as an advantage.